Kemi Talks Media. I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. I'm writing a book about my 31 years in investigative journalism. That book is going to chronicle everything I did with regards to my most high-profile cases. The 13 murders that Toronto police said I helped themselves in Canada, the Koza case, Oramoni case, Romyville Saint, Bonnie Haim, and, of course, Mobad. This is the latest post by Miss Wunmi Adebanjo. First of all, I want to tell everybody that's listening to this audio, Friday, the 7th of March, 2025, okay? Efeti yinsile, emak pe Wunmi ni Wunwon, ek pe ni orukwe, omo Wunmi, ifegbo Wunwon or anything, okay? Let her name be down in history so that anytime she's written about, it's omo Wunmi Adebanjo. Or if she wants to call herself Wunmi Aloba, whatever it is, next. Wunmi has called out to everybody in this case so far after her media tour. I believe the media tour has ended because she's pretty much gone to every media house. The only international media house she went to is actually domesticated in Ikoyi, Lagos. That's BBC Africa, which is BBC Yoruba, BBC Pidgin. But she has not gone to CNN, she has not gone to Al Jazeera and other ones. Yet she wanted autopsies and everything done abroad, even DNA tests. Wunmi, nobody could touch this case. Oriyomi Amzat could not touch this case. Okay? Many people, even Brekete, did not investigate this case. Sahara did not investigate it. Fisaya Shuyomba did not investigate it. Honda did not investigate it. No investigation journalists touched this case. And also private investigators were staying away from this case because your godfathers are very powerful, right? Nobody's powerful. God will bring everybody down when it's their time to be brought down. Nobody can bring anybody down. It's God that does it. Now, this your post on Instagram stories. I want to talk about it because I'm doing this live. Like I said, it's Friday, the 7th of March, 2025. Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. In this post, you've spoken about VDM, you've spoken about Yomi Fabi. You said Yomi made 10 million naira out of your pain and stuff. You said VDM started DNA. Are you not going to call me out, Wunmi? I'm waiting now. When I said I had to go on medical leave, you went and paid all the bloggers on Twitter and the influencers to say that the DNA test has been done. Mubad is the father. November of 2023, it was everywhere on Twitter. The DNA test has been done, Mubad, because early in this case, you were scared. Okay, what Yabo let me post on Kenya. I don't know if Yabo is still the one doing the posting for you, but at the end of the day, but out of that medical leave the very next day. Okay, Muti retire. February 9th, mo count down 1 year. Muti retire and see. After my retirement, you now go on a media. So you think I'm actually quiet about this case? No, I'm not. This is my biggest case. This is one of my biggest cases, if not my biggest case. Your husband didn't like me. He didn't like my son. He didn't like us. I don't know why. But it has to do with the whole Davido thing. Not everybody likes me in the industry. I'm not fighting for your husband. Know that right now. Okay? I'm investigating a murder. There's a term called getting away with murder. A lot of people get away with murder in this world. What gets away with it? Mo ti sọ fún ẹ Wunmi lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá. Kó lọ confess nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn. Kó lọ chop manslaughter. Lọ ṣe plea deal pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́pàá. Lọ chop manslaughter. Má jẹ́ kí nǹkan tó ṣe O.J. Simpson ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ. Orí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí O.J. Simpson, ó ti kú nsìn. Ó pa Nicole àti boyfriend Aaron Goldman. Ó get away with it. Wọ́n acquit her in a court of law. So they really properly gets away with it. Before you know it, all gets involved, wàhálà kan, wọ́n arrest her for armed robbery and all that. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe time in jail. Nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́yìn báyìí nìyẹn. Ẹ lọ ṣe nǹkan kan. They get away with this. Later on, something was Nyade locking up. Don't attempt to leave Nigeria because internationally. Whoever wrote that Wikipedia profile, it's nonsense. And I know your godfathers are behind the death of Mubad on Wikipedia because a lot of it is false information. And I will write Wikipedia myself. Anyone can edit anything. Mubad did not die of a tetanus injection. That's what's on the Wikipedia. The police themselves sat down and had a press conference saying that Mohbad died from a convulsion, a seizure triggered by injectable ceftriaxone. I'm a pharmacist. Injectable ceftriaxone. Nǹkan tí ẹ fẹ́ kó pa Mohbad nìyẹn, nǹkan tí ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ sọ pé ó pa nìyẹn last minute. But there's an area of law that I've spoken about already in another video, causation law, that is not being applied here. And the Nigerian Bar Association has refused to talk about it because most people are not talking about Mohbad's case. Everybody, I want men to be behind case. I want to protect it. Yeah, this case is not a police case, guys. Police has nothing to do with Mohbad's case. They didn't even bother investigating anything. After Ilara died and Owoha went to the Interpol, that's when the case ended. You didn't focus. Ejoko Shisibe going Pariwu Maramali Naramali. I bet you back November 15th, when Iyabo said she was going there to protest this and that. What did the DPP and all of them tell her? The police told Iyabo now, Lagos Police Command, that the case is no longer in her hands. It's with the DPP now. Láti November 15, 2023, and you were joking Pariwu Naramali and Losiri Ibiche Beshe Shingba or money, 10 disgrace around. Until tó bá dọmọ tí ẹ wá máa sáré bọ̀ Abákẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ nínú DM. I don't do any journalism or investigative journalism anymore. Kó bàjẹ́ for everybody tí ó pay attention. At the end of the day, the case has been gone from the police since November of 2023. So police has nothing to do with this case. It's with the Director of Public Prosecution. We'll come plan in some nail down. Feisha Ogedengbe has never been seen in the media. In the media. Only in protected. Okay? I want to man someone funtin duro. Ko chain testimony. Ko shele ko sheye. What is going to happen at the end of this case, I'll tell you at the end of this video. Because so far, I'm correct. I'm always correct. Okay? Oh, one line mo fishe case mo, but and I will not keep quiet. Monetization money. Me lori Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, $10,200 for interns. The causation law tells people about the cause of the death and what actually caused the death. This is a manslaughter case. Somebody injured Mohbad so bad. Mohbad became very debilitated and a nurse was called. The nurse injected a drug and he had seizures on the drug and he died. But are we looking at the causation? Talulu. Look at the situation of Kunle Olunloyo, my cousin. This happened in America in the early 80s. Almost 40-something years to Kunle Ku. Kunle was in a car with a drug dealer, a known drug dealer. Was he trafficking drug with these guys? Were they buddies? Ole Jore, Ole my traffic drugs, but one causing me for drug trafficking. But he was in this car with this American drug dealer. The police told them to stop and the car sped up. High speed chase when they crash. It was a bad accident. Hospital. What happened there? The hospital administered anesthesia to him like right away so that they can start surgery and save his life. The police surrounded the hospital because that's how it is when you want to arrest a criminal, whether they're in surgery or not. The boy was unconscious. My cousin was overcome by anesthesia. Can't surgeons there bear surgery? Anesthesiology love funny high dose of anesthesia. So Talok Bakunle, was it the car crash that killed him or the anesthesiologist? Brenda Yawel. The children were 2 and 1 years old. Stephen is about 30-something now, and Derek is also 30-something. Our major jewel on Facebook. Timba's story for our money. Minimum, let's educate our money now. This kind of stuff happens in our family. Brenda ended up with $8.6 million. For 1984, that was a lot of money. One settle out of courts. But anesthesiologists look back. Okay? So on that note, gbogbo nǹkan tí mo sọ fún yín tán, ẹ wo nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ lórí post ẹ̀. She said these people. She used the word suspects. If you look at her post from 2023 till now, the people she referred to as these people and suspects are usually Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and Prime Boy. And those three have been exonerated from the case. They're no longer involved in this case. So kí ló mean by these people? Ṣé lẹ́yìn tí Naira Marley gbé statement here síta about what happened, bóun ní gbogbo owó Mohbad lọ́wọ́ òun lè fún anybody nígbà tí family ti dàrú? So who is she referring to as these people? The same method they use for your husband. These people. And also suspects. Who are the suspects you're talking about? The DPP has announced who they think are the suspects. Ayobami and the nurse. Okay? The person that ran to the pharmacy or called the nurse and the nurse herself. So who are you exactly talking about, Wunmi? Ìwọ ló pọ̀kọ̀ ẹ̀. Wunmi Adebanjo. Lord J manslaughter, Lord cop manslaughter. Koshe 3 years. Manslaughter is 3 years. You guys were fighting and you did not mean to kill your husband. In your vigorous, toxic ways, you ended up pushing him down the steps. He broke his neck, the railing broke, and everything. Just literally injured him. And you all ran to call a nurse because your injury by your Jigbe lost hospital. Wunmi, your husband is not scared of the hospital. Stop going on television stations and saying hospital. What it distort we go interview. We are investigative journalists. And why me a dark me see move me shake case. I know nothing about Mohbad when it comes to this or that, but what I know about Mohbad is he was killed and people are getting away with murder. Causation effect. Those of you that understand what I mean by causation, when you go and Google causation law, the causation effect is very, very important in here. What caused his death? You saw my example with my own cousin. What caused his death is that a fight. You are now trying to pin this fight to Prime Boy. Prime Boy has been exonerated. The injuries during the Prime Boy fight, that Mohbad ended up punching the car and the glass, and they showed us the photograph. It was a fist. Wunmi, you went on TVC. I watched every single interview you went on. The TVC one, you were showing TVC your elbow, and you said, oh, it was a little bit cut here. She cut here and treats. Tafilokwe nurse, Wunmi son kote chilokwe nurse, and you really Mohbad get stab wound, lots of door railing, and his neck busted because his carotid arteries in the neck, and his neck was twisted in the casket. His neck was broken. Instead of you to go with this stuff, people are even accusing you of breaking his neck. It's a manslaughter case, 2nd-degree murder. Thanks for listening, people.